Hello, welcome back. I'm John, old YouTuber. Let's get started for today to read on Wikipedia. This camcorder have finished charging many hours, like late in the night. I think this camcorder have started charging a little bit faster. My old JVC, but I damaged the screen. Somehow I did damage the screen. So, but I just hope it will keep working the next few months. Let's get something to drink like water. So I was reading about FedEx Express, the air cargo company FedEx Express, and then I did read about FedEx. So I did like to read about the founder. Frederick Smith, I'm not sure, William, I'm not sure about the name. And he's from Memphis in Tennessee, so I like to read about Memphis Airport and the Memphis City and Tennessee, but that will take maybe 2 days. It takes so long time to do this. Course, this document about Memphis City and Tennessee, that's very large. So, but let's close the door, but let's not put the heating on, not now. Sleeping off in the night. I'm always sleepy and low on money, and I'm sneezing and I'm thirsty, and I have problem with my camcorders and my computer's crashing, and I'm just sitting here alone months after months, years after years. But just like now my internet connection is super slow today, probably I have to close my Wi-Fi, but cannot do that now because I'm still uploading. I'm uploading super slow, take many hours just to upload a small video. So, but let's finish when we do this. No, that's Frederick Smith, and Dennis will say Frederick, but that's Frederick Smith. He's the founder of FedEx. And he's still member of the chairboard. That's FedEx Express. I read about. So, but I need a minute to do myself ready because I have all this problem in my life. I'm thirsty, sneezing and tired, and this the electric fan on my computer makes noise, but I don't have money, I don't have $1,000 for a new computer, so I cannot do much about all my problem with my computer. I need to get a new computer, a new camcorders, and I need to buy everything new, but I don't have the money, and I need to make a saving like $2,000 just for my bills. I need to have more than $2,000 on my bank account. That's just if my pension stop coming, I need to have a small saving to pay my bills. If 1 month my pension not coming, I will need to be able to pay my rent apartment next day. So before I'm spending $1,000 to a new computer, I need to have a saving in my small saving in my bank accounts. I'm not spending every money I own. Like if I have $1,000 on my bank account, I'm not buying a computer to $1,000. I will need to have like $3,000.
Frederick W. Smith.
No, stop.
Smith Frederick Smith screenshot.png.
And I forgot to put the speaker up, speaker level up, and now I'm very thirsty. I need water because I'm insane thirsty all day. But just need to try to do this because maybe one month I will get ill, then I will die, and then I cannot continue to do this. If I'm not alive, then my video will stop. If I get sick and go to hospital.
Frederick W. Smith. Fred Smith Frederick Smith screenshot.png. Smith in 2012 born Frederick Wallace Smith August 11, 1944 Marks, Mississippi U.S. Education Yale University, B.A., Occupations Businessman. Investor. Philanthropist. Years active 1971 present known for founder of FedEx Corporation political party Republican spouse Linda Black Grisham, M 1969, Div 1977, Diane Smith, M 2006, children Richard Smith Arthur Smith Cannon Smith Windland Smith. Frederick Wallace Smith, born the 11th of August 1944, is an American business magnate and investor. He is the founder and chairman of FedEx Corporation, the world's largest transportation company. On the 1st of June, 2022, Smith stepped down as CEO to become executive chairman, and was replaced by Raj Subramaniam. 1. He is considered one of the most successful transportation entrepreneurs in the world. He has an estimated net worth of $4.6 billion. As of October 2021. 2. Early years. Frederick Smith was born in Marks, Mississippi, the son of James Frederick Fred Smith, the founder of the Toddle House restaurant chain and the Smith Motor Coach Company, renamed Dixie Greyhound Lines after the Greyhound Corporation bought a controlling interest in 1931. 3. The elder Smith died when his son was only 4, and the boy was raised by his mother and uncles. 4. Smith was crippled by bone disease as a small boy but regained his health by age 10. 5. He attended elementary school at Presbyterian Day School in Memphis and high school at Memphis University School, and became an amateur pilot as a teen. In 1962, Smith entered Yale University. While attending Yale, he wrote a paper for an economics class, outlining overnight delivery service, on which he received a C.6. Additionally, Smith became a member and eventually the president of the Delta Kappa Epsilon, DKE, fraternity and the Skull and Bones Secret Society. 7. 8. He received his bachelor's degree in economics in 1966. In his college years, he was a friend and DKE fraternity brother of future U.S. President George W. Bush. 9. Smith was also friends with future U.S. Senator and Secretary of State John Kerry. The two shared an enthusiasm for aviation and were flying partners. 10. Marine Corps service. Rice Molly Smith parent, S. James F. Smith Sally Wallace military career allegiance United States service / branch United States Marine Corps rank captain battles / wars Vietnam War awards Silver Star Bronze Star Purple Heart. 2. After graduation, Smith was commissioned in the U.S. Marine Corps, serving for 3 years, from 1966 to 1969, as a platoon leader and a forward air controller, FAC. Flying in the backseat half of 10. He served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam and was honorably discharged in 1969 with the rank of captain, having received the Silver Star. the Bronze Star, and 2 Purple Hearts. His Silver Star citation reads: the President of the United States of America takes pleasure in presenting the Silver Star to First Lieutenant Frederick Wallace Smith, United States Marine Corps, for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action while serving as commanding officer of Company K, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines 1st Marine Division in connection with Operation SAR against the enemy in the Republic of Vietnam. On the morning of the 27th of May, 1968, while conducting a search and destroy operation, Company K became heavily engaged with a North Vietnamese Army battalion occupying well-entrenched emplacements on Go Noi Island in Quang Nam Province. As Lieutenant Smith led his men in an aggressive assault upon the enemy positions, the North Vietnamese force launched a determined counterattack, supported by mortars, on the Marines' left flank. Unhesitatingly rushing through the intense hostile fire to the position of heaviest contact, Lieutenant Smith fearlessly removed several casualties from the hazardous area and, shouting words of encouragement to his men, directed their fire upon the advancing enemy soldiers, successfully repulsing the hostile attack. Moving boldly across the fire-swept terrain to an elevated area, he calmly disregarded repeated North Vietnamese attempts to direct upon him as he skillfully adjusted artillery fire and air strikes upon the hostile positions to within 50 meters of his own location, and continued to direct the movement of his unit. Accurately assessing the confusion that supporting arms was causing among the enemy's soldiers, he raced across the fire-swept terrain to the right flank of his company and led an enveloping attack on the hostile unit's weakest point, routing the North Vietnamese unit and inflicting numerous casualties. His aggressive tactics and calm presence of men, sick, under fire inspired all who observed him and were instrumental in his unit accounting for the capture of 2 hostile soldiers as well as numerous documents and valuable items of equipment. By his courage, aggressive leadership and unfaltering devotion, Lieutenant Smith upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Naval Service. 11. Business career. In 1970, Smith purchased the controlling interest in an aircraft maintenance company, ARC Aviation Sales, for, and by 1971 turned its focus to trading used jets. On the 18th of June, 1971, Smith founded Federal Express with his $4 million inheritance, approximately $23 million in 2013 12, and raised $91 million, approximately $525 million in 2013 12, in venture capital. In 1973, the company began offering service to 25 cities, and it began with small packages and documents and a fleet of 14 Falcon 20, the 20, jets. His focus was on developing an integrated air-ground system. Smith developed FedEx on the business idea of a shipment version of a bank clearing house, where one bank clearing house was located in the middle of the representative banks and all their representatives would be sent to the central location to exchange materials. 4. In the early days of FedEx, Smith had to go to great lengths to keep the company afloat. In one instance, after a crucial business loan was denied, he took the company's last $5,000 to Las Vegas and won $27,000 gambling on blackjack to cover the company's $24,000 fuel bill. It kept FedEx alive for one more week. 13. In 2003, Smith, along with Robert Rothman and Dwight Scott, purchased a minority share of the Washington Commanders, an American football franchise belonging to the National Football League. The three owned a total of 40% of the team until 2021, when they sold their stake to majority owner Dan Snyder following discontentment with Snyder. 14. 15. Smith also owns or co-owns several other entertainment companies, such as Alcon Entertainment. In 2000, Smith made an appearance as himself in the Tom Hanks movie Cast Away, when Tom's character is welcomed back, which was filmed on location at FedEx's home facilities in Memphis, Tennessee. Art fraternity brother of George W. Bush while at Yale. After Bush's 2000 election, there was some speculation that Smith might be appointed to the Bush cabinet as Defense Secretary. 16. While Smith was Bush's first choice for the position, he declined for medical reasons. Donald Rumsfeld was named instead. 17. Although Smith was friends with both 2004 major candidates, John Kerry and George W. Bush, Smith chose to endorse Bush's re-election in 2004. When Bush decided to replace Rumsfeld, Smith was offered the position again, but he declined in order to spend time with his terminally ill daughter. 18. Smith was a supporter of Senator John McCain's 2008 presidential bid, and had been named McCain's national co-chairman of his campaign committee. Smith was inducted into the Junior Achievement U.S. Business Hall of Fame and also awarded the Golden Plate Award of the American Academy of Achievement in 1998. 19. He was inducted into the SMEI Sales and Marketing Hall of Fame in 2000. His other awards include CEO of the Year 2004 by Chief Executive Magazine, 20, and the 2008 Kellogg Award for Distinguished Leadership, presented by the Kellogg School of Management on the 29th of May, 2008. 21. He was also awarded the 2008 Bauer Award for Business Leadership from the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 22. He is the 2011 recipient of the Tony Janus Award for Distinguished Contributions to Commercial Aviation. 23. While CEO of FedEx in 2008, Frederick W. Smith earned a total compensation of $10,434,589, which included a base salary of $1,430,466. A cash bonus of $2,705,000, stocks granted of $0, and options granted of $5,461,575. 24. In June 2009, Smith expressed interest in purchasing the controlling share, 60%, of the St. Louis Rams from Chip Rosenblum and Lucia Rodriguez. 25. In 2009, Frederick W. Smith earned a total compensation of $7,740,658, which included a base salary of $1,355,028, a cash bonus of $0, stocks granted of $0, options granted of $5,079,191, and other compensation totaling $1,306,439. 26. In March 2014, Fortune magazine ranked him 26th among the list of world's 50 greatest leaders. 27. In March 2022, Smith announced that he will step down as CEO and become executive chairman. He named longtime FedEx executive Raj Subramaniam as his successor. 1. 28. Forgery indictment and car crash. On the 31st of January 1975, Fred Smith was indicted for forgery by a federal grand jury. The suit was filed by Smith's two half-sisters. The lawsuit alleged Smith had forged documents to obtain a $2 million bank loan, and he and executives of his family's trust fund had sold stock from the fund for a loss of $14 million. A warrant for Smith's arrest was issued, for which Smith posted bond with federal authorities in Memphis. 29. Smith was later found not guilty on the forgery charge. The same evening of his forgery indictment, Smith was involved in a fatal hit-and-run in which he killed a 54-year-old handyman named George C. Sturgill. Smith was arrested and charged with leaving the scene for crash and driving with an expired license. He was released on a $250 bond. All charges were later dismissed. 29. This was not the first time Smith was involved in a fatal car crash. During his first summer break from Yale, Smith was back in Memphis driving out to a lake with friends when he lost control of the car.